I was sound asleep when my father suddenly picked me up. He carried me into the oven. After my parents exchanged a solemn glance, they slammed the oven door shut. I kicked the oven door open and scrambled out desperately. My father pinned me down with one foot. My mother immediately brought duct tape and forcefully sealed my mouth. They dragged me back into the oven again, using all their strength to shove me inside. Then they wrapped the oven door tightly shut with the tape. I cried out helplessly, but my mother pressed the switch without hesitation. Just then, the police burst into the house. Emily stood in shock at the scene before her. She quickly cut the tape with a knife and rescued me in time. On the surface, my parents seemed unimaginably cruel, but in reality, I was the true demon. Soon, my parents were taken to court. Later, out of kindness, Emily adopted me. But strange things began to happen. I asked Emily's boyfriend what he feared most. He recalled being stung by a wasp as a child. That night, a wasp actually crawled out of his ear. Perplexed, he tossed it into the toilet. Unexpectedly, 2 more wasps crawled out of his ears. He grew terrified, unable to understand how so many wasps could be coming out of his body. One after another, they lunged at him. He furiously swatted them dead and flushed them down the toilet. Just when he thought it was over, he turned his head sharply and saw a mass of wasps clinging to his shirt. He slowly took off his shirt, opened the bathroom door, and threw it inside. Suddenly, wasps began crawling out of his eyes, nostrils, and mouth, more and more of them, pouring endlessly from his body. He struggled desperately until he collapsed motionless beside the toilet. At the funeral, Emily could not accept her boyfriend's bizarre death. I suddenly held her hand. She immediately sensed something was wrong, suspecting that I had something to do with it. One day, when Emily felt things had become unbearably strange, she smashed the TV to the floor in a fit of rage and ordered me to leave her house immediately.
Get out of my house!
But I calmly stood up.
Don't yell at me!
In the voice of a demon, Emily was scared out of her wits. She ran back to her bedroom, locked the door, and shoved a wardrobe and the bed against it. Then came the violent pounding. The force was so great that the door began to warp, the screws popping out one by one. She rushed forward to hold it shut, but was shoved back repeatedly by a massive force. Emily frantically crawled under the bed. I picked up a screwdriver and walked to the edge of the bed.
What are you doing, you silly pumpkin head?